You said the first two. All right. Good morning, sir. Your name, please?
Ali, I just want to get out. I've been in. I just gotten. They let me out. They just arrested me yesterday, and came to where just arrested me the other day. I just got out. I've been out for like a
Okay,
week.
slow down. Slow down. Let's start with your name again.
Ali,
You're just Ali?
Ali Russell.
Okay, Mr. Russell. There we go.
I just got out of.
Okay, Mr.
Your
Russell.
Honor,
heard
I
it.
can
heard
probably
it.
give a little line on what's going on. He was released on conditional release about a week ago. He's previously been found incompetent.
He didn't let me out. I was just released.
Okay. All right, so you've been rearrested on a new charge of trespass after warning. Paramore Food Mart. I'll appoint the public defender. And he's ROR'd on 2 cases.
Your Honor, those are actually conditional releases, I'm pretty sure. I checked beforehand. Those are conditional releases for incompetency, so it has to have no action taken on those, and then just keep a bond on this one until the appropriate paperwork can be filed.
Okay, all right, so I'll take no action on the not add-on bonds, out on the conditional release RORs. You got a $500 bond. If you bond out, sir, don't go back to the Paramore Food Mart, or you're just going to be right back here,
You
okay?
let me go today?
If you post a bond, yes.
Are you letting me go today?
I'm giving you a bond. You've got a bond, you can bond out.
So what if I didn't bond out? Are you releasing me?
Your attorney can file the appropriate motion if you're not able to bond out.
So basically, if I'm not able to bond out, I can't. I'm not getting out of jail.
If you can't post the bond, the attorney can file the appropriate motion and ask for a lower bond or some other reason to release
Let
you.
me go today?
Okay, we're going around in a circle now, so you've got a bond. I wish you the best of luck, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir. Your name, please?
Michael Edward Ahoro III.
Sorry, could you say that again?
Michael Edward Ahoro III.
I heard a Michael. Okay, Michael Edward Ahoro. All right, sir, you're here for initial appearance. I'm going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. You've been arrested on there are multiple charges. First is grand theft of a firearm. Second count is grand theft between $750 less than $5,000. Third count is criminal mischief of $1,000 or more. Fourth count is petty theft. And the final count is,
I just got out.
hold on. There are 2 counts of the burglary.
It was my family's home. My
Hold on,
daughter.
sir, you've got the absolute right to remain silent, and you probably should exercise that right. The last 2 counts are 2 counts of burglary of a dwelling with a, looks like armed burglar of a dwelling. Those are both, I believe those are both life felonies, so I'm going to stay those bonds at none.
Yes, Your Honor, I would just ask that we preserve the right to a hearing in the trial division.
Oh, absolutely. So what's going to happen is you've got bonds on the first count of 1,000, second count of 1,000, third count of 1,000, fourth count of 500. The last 2 are going to be no bond. I've appointed you the Office of the Public Defender, and the attorney that you ultimately get appointed to, they can file the appropriate motion with the judge in Division 15 if you want to seek a bond. Okay? Now, one condition is that you're not going to return to the to 1900 East, well, let me make sure that's right, 1900 East Adams Drive.
All right.
You're not to go back there at all.
All right.
All right? Good luck. Morning, sir. Your name, please?
Thompson.
What's up, those 2? Okay. All right, is it Jamal Thompson?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Thompson, you're here for initial appearance. You've been arrested for petty theft. I'm going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. Currently out on bond. on two other cases. The new case, the new petty theft, I'll set the bond at $500 with the order that you not return to the Circle K, Curry Ford Road. The other two cases, 21 MM 5063 AO, 2021 MM 5822 AO. I'm going to revoke both those bonds and set the bond at none.
Yes, Your Honor, thank you so much.
All right, good luck.
Good luck.
All right, good morning, sir. State your name, please.
Raymond Lewis Lopez.
Raymond Lopez?
Raymond Lewis Lopez.
Raymond Lewis Lopez, okay. All right, Mr. Lopez, you're here for initial appearance. We've got two cases. First is battery on a person 65 years of age or older. I will appoint the public defender in both these cases. That bond is set at $5,000. I am going to order that you have absolutely no contact with the victim, in this case, John Johnson, and that you maintain a separate residence from Mr. Johnson. You possess no weapons, no firearms, and it also appears there's an on-view violation of probation. You're on probation also out of Orange County for an aggravated battery, it appears, from sentenced in March of this year. So on the on-view violation, the bond will be none. All right, good luck, sir. Hmm? I don't know. Let's see. Spanish, okay.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Laura Bretaña, Spanish interpreter, previously sworn.
Thank you. Good morning, sir. State your name, please.
Your Honor, please allow me to connect to the headset.
Juan Contreras.
All right, sir, you're here for initial appearance. I'm going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. You've been arrested for false imprisonment and battery, domestic related. We do have a witness. We swear in the witness.
Please raise your right hand. She needs to interpret.
Okay. Madam Interpreter, I think our witness needs also interpretation. If you could just say that out loud.
I need interpretation, please.
Yes, she does need interpreter.
Please raise your right hand.
Señora, por favor, levante la mano derecha.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Jura y promete que el testimonio que va a prestar será la verdad, solamente la verdad y nada más que la verdad.
Sí.
Please state your name
Yes.
for the record.
Por favor, diga su nombre para que conste en acta.
Magda Liliana Sánchez.
Magda Liliana Sánchez.
All right, Ms. Sanchez, I see you're listed as the victim. If the defendant is released, do you want to have contact with him or do you want him to stay away from you?
Señora, veo que usted es la víctima. En este caso, si el acusado fuese puesto en libertad, ¿usted desea tener contacto con él o por el contrario desea que se le prohíba el contacto?
Yo deseo que se le prohíba el contacto.
I
Conmigo, con mis
do
hijas,
not,
especialmente
I do
cuando
not
se
want
encuentra
to
los
have.
efectos del alcohol. Él es,
Señora, permítame interpretar, por favor. I do not want to have contact with him. You see, I live with my daughters, especially when he's under the influence of alcohol. Proceda.
él es una excelente persona, excelente esposo cuando no toma. Es un excelente ingeniero, pero desafortunadamente cuando él toma alcohol no se logra controlar. Y eso es lo que yo necesito, esa ayuda.
He is an excellent person. He is an excellent husband. He is an excellent engineer. But this is when he is not drinking. When he drinks, it is all different. And this is the help I need.
I want to confirm, you're living separately now?
Señora, permítame confirmar, ahora mismo ustedes conviven.
Estamos viviendo bajo el mismo techo, pero buscando una separación respetuosa, bajo términos respetuosos y legales.
We're living under the same roof, seeking a separation, a legal and respectful separation.
All right. State, do you have any questions for the witness?
¿La fiscalía tiene alguna pregunta para la testigo?
Has anything similar to this happened in the past?
Algo parecido a esto, señora, ¿había ocurrido en el pasado?
So I never object to the question. I don't know the particular relevance to previous instances, either charged or uncharged right now, for the purposes of determining release conditions.
It's overruled.
Objeción, su señoría, no sé cuál es la pertinencia, se deniega la objeción.
¿Puedo responder?
May I answer?
Yes.
Sí.
Cada vez que él toma, sí cambia absolutamente y se convierte en un riesgo. Cuando él no toma, no lo es. Vuelvo y le repito, es una excelente persona si él no está bajo la influencia del alcohol.
Every time he drinks, he becomes a different person. He is a risk. This is only when he drinks, because when he doesn't, he is an excellent person.
State, do you have any other questions?
Yes. If any,
La fiscalía tiene alguna otra pregunta.
if any future incidents of violence occurred, would you feel free to call 911?
Si volviese a ocurrir un incidente de violencia en el futuro, ¿usted llamaría al 911?
Por supuesto.
Of course.
Thank you. Does the defense have any questions for the witness?
From the defense.
Gracias. ¿La defensa tiene alguna pregunta para la testigo?
Thank you, ma'am.
Gracias, señora.
The state of a position on bond?
¿La
2,000
fiscalía tiene alguna postura en cuanto a la fianza?
2,000 for count 1, 500 for count 2.
Okay.
2,000 en el cargo número 1, 500 para el cargo número 2.
Does the defense have a position on bond?
I would ask for 1,000 on count 1 and 250 on count 2.
¿La defensa tiene alguna postura en cuanto a la fianza? Sí. Solicitamos $1,000 en el cargo número 1 y 250 en el cargo número 2.
Your Honor, he does qualify for a straight pretrial release. He has no criminal history.
Yeah, the issue is going to be where he's going to live. So I've got a feeling if pretrial release, he'd probably get kicked back unless he has a different address.
I still think the bonds are appropriate. I think if we can figure out a living situation, the appropriate motions can be filed.
All right, I'm going to set the bond on the false imprisonment at $1,000, battery subsidiary $100. Sir, I'm going to order that you have no contact with your wife, that you maintain a separate residence from her. If she's residing at the Millington Street address, you have to live somewhere else. You can go back there one time with law enforcement escorting you to get personal belongings, but you're not to go back there alone, and you're not to have any contact with her. I'm going to order you not to consume any alcohol, not possess any weapons or firearms. Good luck. Good morning, ma'am. State your name, please.
Catalina Cortés.
Catalina Cortés.
Ms. Cortez, you're here for initial appearance. You've been arrested for battery. I'm going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. And can we swear in the witness?
Or affirm that the testimony about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
And Madam Interpreter,
Late.
I think we need interpretation for the witness out loud.
Señor jury, ¿promete decir la verdad, solamente la verdad y nada más que la verdad?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir. Por favor, diga su nombre para que conste en actas.
Oscar Rubiano.
Oscar Rubiano.
All right. Sir, if Ms. Cortez is released, are you in fear of her?
Señor, si la señora Cortés es puesta en libertad, ¿usted le temería?
No, señor.
No, sir.
Do you want to have contact with her, or do you want her to stay away from you?
¿Usted desea tener contacto con ella o por el contrario prefiere que se le prohíba el contacto?
Contacto con ella.
I would like to have contact with her.
Does the state have any questions for the witness, victim?
La fiscalía tiene alguna pregunta para el testigo víctima.
If she was allowed a no hostile contact, do you believe that she would cause any injury to you?
Señor, si ella se le permitiese tener contacto con usted, pero sin hostilidades, ¿usted cree que ella le hará daño?
No, no, señora.
No, no, ma'am.
Does the defense have any questions for the witness?
Nothing further.
¿La defensa tiene alguna pregunta para el testigo? No, su señoría.
All right. State your position on bond.
250.
Defense?
I'll be asking EPR if she qualifies.
It doesn't appear that she qualifies, so I'll release her on $250 bond with the condition she have no hostile contact with Oscar Rubiano. All right, good luck, ma'am.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Good morning, sir. State your name, please.
Roberto Mena Gamboa.
Roberto Mena Balboa.
Sir, you're here for initial appearance. You've been arrested for possession of cocaine. I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you. You've got a $1,000 bond. The second case, you've been arrested for failing to appear for a status hearing on driving with a suspended license with knowledge. Bond has been set at $500 in that case. All right, the public defender is appointed in both cases. Good luck, sir.
Ya eso en la corte que yo fui, ya eso ya se terminó. Yo tengo los papeles.
I have the documents here. That was already finished. I went to court for that.
Porque me pusieron arreglo de pago.
And they gave me a payment plan.
Me pusieron arreglo de pago y hace una semana atrás que yo empecé a trabajar, entonces la semana se queda a fondo. Y yo le dije a ellos, y llamé por teléfono, dije que iba a empezar esta misma semana o la otra a pagar.
I have a payment plan and I started working last week. I called them and told them I was going to start making my payments this week or the next one.
Y que cuando yo salí del trabajo, que salí ayer a las 5, sobre las 5:30 para ir a las 6, yo me encontré la caja de cigarros esa y le faltaban como 6 o 7 cigarros para la caja de cigarros completa. Y entonces allá adentro estaba eso. Yo empecé a fumar cigarros y luego me iba para la casa allá. Y entonces adentro yo no sabía nada que estaba eso.
And then yesterday I went and bought that box of cigars and there were 6 or 7 cigars missing. And I started smoking the cigars on my way home and then I noticed that the bag was inside of that box. I didn't know that bag was there.
Eso fue lo que pasó. Yo no me presenté en la corte porque tenía a las 3:30 de la tarde, tengo que estar el miércoles en la corte, porque del caso viejo tengo que entregar el certificado que me dieron en la corte. Por eso fue que yo no me presenté, porque habían cambiado el turno.
And then I didn't show up because you said this was Wednesday at 3:30 p.m. I have to be in court because of that old case, and I didn't show up because they had changed the date.
All right, well, you've got a bond, and I've appointed you an attorney, and if the attorney wishes to file something, I don't see where that case has been resolved, where there's a payment plan. I don't see that, and today's not the day to get to the bottom of it, but I'm looking at the case. Right now, it has not been resolved. You had court on August the 23rd. You didn't show up. So the court issued the $500 warrant. So, all right, good luck.
¿No?
We had the first two on the mobile list, Seabrooks and, oh, you got it for you?
Do I do something? Okay. And who's our Creole? Is it this? Jerry Dalmas? Okay.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Your Honor. Will the Spanish interpreter be needed for any other defendant or witness?
Do we need, anybody in the gallery need a Spanish interpreter?
¿Alguna de las personas que se encuentran aquí presentes necesita los servicios del intérprete al español?
I see one hand waving. And can you ask her what case she's here on?
Señora, ¿para cuál caso se encuentra usted aquí hoy?
Your Honor, it's gonna be for Irma Rico. Irma Rico.
Okay. All right, so we'll call our last Spanish one after we get through these couple of folks.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Is the Creole interpreter on?
Yes, I'm on the line.
That's our Spanish witness. All right, good morning, sir. State your name, please.
Bonjour, monsieur. Dis-non, s'il vous plaît.
Are we able to turn up the volume? Madam Interpreter, the volume is on your voice is very low. Are you able to either speak up or maybe I can turn up the volume? I'm at the top of the.
Monsieur, bonjour. Dis-non.
Very good.
Jerry Junior Dalmace.
Morning, I didn't hear that. Can I have it repeat again?
Jerry Junior Dalmace.
Jeremiah Jimendames.
Okay. Almes. Sir, you're here for initial appearance.
Oula, monsieur, pour apparence.
You've been arrested for driving under the influence of alcohol.
Yo arrêté ou parce que t'as conduit avec alcool, en bas alcool.
I'm going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you.
Nous prenons pas un avocat public pour représenter ou.
Your bond is set at $500.
Et pour l'argent lien, on va payer $500.
I see you're currently out on bond and on a case that you're doing pretrial diversion. I'll take no action on that.
Et yo la gen ou nan caution, et ça veut dire que ou gen pour faire un pré-jugement. Et moi, pas prendre aucune action de ça.
Good luck, sir.
Bonne chance, monsieur.
Let's see if we can do our last Spanish case, the Irma Rico. There we go.
Mona, would you like me to get you a Spanish interpreter?
That's it for our Creole interpreter today. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Sure, I could transfer you for the Spanish. Is that okay with you?
Hi,
Good morning, ma'am. Could you state your name, please?
Janice.
Buenos días, señora. Por favor, diga su nombre.
Irma Riccio.
All right, Ms. Riccio, you're here for initial appearance. You've been arrested for battery. It's domestic related. I'm going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you.
Your Honor, if I could be heard in regard to a probable cause challenge, there's nothing stated in the affidavit whatsoever in any specific allegations. It just simply lists the elements associated. There's no specific allegations whatsoever.
Hold on, ma'am. Hold on.
Yep.
State, do you have a response to the probable cause challenge?
Oh, yes.
A response to this, that you guys arrested,
Ma'am,
wait,
ma'am, hold on.
yeah,
I'm going to give you an opportunity, but I'm not talking to you yet, okay?
okay.
All right, thank you. I'm speaking to the state. State, do you have a response to the probable cause challenge?
Yes, Your Honor. If you would allow the state a 24 or 48-hour reset so we could get the supplemental report.
Okay.
I would ask if we will be set for a pretrial release to be put in place. As I said, there's nothing on the affidavit. I think sitting around waiting for that is also a fool's errand.
I'm respectful and I'm gonna stay quiet until you tell me otherwise. Never once did I write a statement against my mom. You should see the statement. It said not happening.
Hold on. Okay, let's start from the beginning. What's your name?
Janice.
Okay, Janice. Do you have a last name, Janice?
Yeah.
And what is it?
Bosque.
What's your last name?
Bosque, unfortunately. It would be Riccio, like my mom's.
Okay, let's try this without the theatrics.
No.
Okay, so just direct questions. Okay.
Yep.
The state, the attorney that's been appointed to your mom challenged the probable cause of the report, and this, I think it's fairly clear the report really doesn't go into anything. Okay.
But I mean this with love, and I'm gonna be real respectful. Very respectful. I am a paralegal. 70 years old, arrested? Are you kidding me? She's never had a record. So, domestic? What?
Okay.
A mother and a daughter fought? They had an argument? Come on.
Okay.
Let's be real.
So at this point, let me make sure. So at this point, it doesn't appear that you need an interpreter.
No, she does. I don't. I got born in Connecticut. She does need one.
All right.
I'm perfectly English.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna sit here and co-sign on her getting arrested at all. Sorry. She doesn't deserve to be here. at 70.
Ma'am, okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you. Don't put the no contact order, all that, throw it out the window, because I'm not testifying against her. That's my mom.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, she's had her say.
I hope so.
She can come out of the box now.
Thank you.
Can't find the, do you have the face sheet? Thank you. All right. She qualifies for pretrial release. I'll release her on pretrial release and just order no hostile contact with any of the victims or witnesses. If she's not, otherwise I'll give the state 24 hours to supplement if she's not released by tomorrow.
I think that's best, Your Honor.
Okay? All right, thank you. Shot out of a cannon. Okay, are your clients being moved up?
Yeah, they are here, so.
Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and, we can go ahead and,
I'm gonna bring,
let's get the attorneys.
therefore, Robinson.
Your Honor, I'm sorry to interrupt. May the Spanish interpreter be excused?
Yes, I want to make sure nobody else needs a Spanish
Okay.
interpreter. Nope, okay, all right, thank you very much, Madam Interpreter.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Counselor, who's your client?
Terrell Robinson, Your Honor. Jason Bankwitz for the record, Your Honor. I would apologize for my address. I was
No, that's fine.
driving to visit inmates in the jail and got voluntold that since I was closest, I got to come.
All right. We're at the very end.
What type of case is it?
He did
Felony.
new law, yeah, felony. I didn't.
Terrell Anthony Robinson. Okay. Morning, sir. Your name, please?
Terrell Robinson.
All right, Mr. Robinson, you're here for initial appearance. You've been arrested for a new charge of possession of cocaine. That bond has been set at $1,000. You've also been arrested for, this is pursuant to a warrant for fleeing or attempting to elude and driving with license revoked as a habitual traffic offender. Bonds have been set in that case at $750 on the first count, $500 on the second count, for a total of $1,250 with the order of no driving without a valid driver's license. Okay. And it appears you're currently out on release bond for a case that appears to be set for, you may have court tomorrow on it?
There is, Your Honor, pretrial tomorrow afternoon.
Okay. And that's a drug case?
Correct, Your Honor. It is a possession of fentanyl.
Okay.
Simple possession.
Is that all it is, simple possession of fentanyl?
That is all that was ultimately charged, Judge.
All right, what's the state's position on the out on bond?
The state, wouldn't request that the bond is revoked. The bond could stay.
Okay. What, is tomorrow a trial date or a pretrial
Your
date?
Honor, it is a pretrial date tomorrow. And we would ask the court not to take any action on that one.
All right, this is what the court's going to do. On the new possession of cocaine, I'm going to double the bond to $2,000. I'll take no action on the out on bond.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay? I'm going to order that you possess, consume no illegal drugs without a prescription. All right, otherwise keep in touch with your attorneys.
Sir.
You got a full plate, all right?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good morning. Good morning, counsel. Could you identify yourself for the record?
James Furstein on behalf of Mr. Alvarado.
Mr. Alvarado. Okay. There we go. All right, good morning, sir. State your name, please.
Eric Alvarado.
All right, Mr. Alvarado, you're here for initial appearance. You've been arrested for a battery that's domestic related, and we've got a witness. Could we swear in the witness, please?
Raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Please state your name for the record and spell your last name.
Gunjan Mehra, Mehra.
All right, I see, ma'am, you're listed as the victim in the case. If Mr. Alvarado is released on bond, do you want to have contact with him, or do you want him to stay away from you?
Yes, I would like to have contact with him.
Okay, are you in fear of him?
No, not at all.
State, do you have any questions for Ms. Mehra?
If any future incidents of violence occur, would you feel free to call 911?
Yes, of course.
Counsel, do you have any questions for?
Yes. Could you tell me, was alcohol in any way involved in this?
Was there alcohol?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Had you been drinking?
I had a couple drinks, yes.
Had Mr. Alvarado been drinking?
I don't know if he did. I don't think he had, though. I don't believe he had.
Nothing further.
All right, State, you have a position on bond?
500.
That's for
Counsel, you have a position on bond?
250. Judge, they live in Chicago. They're here on vacation. They have 2 children in common and another one with them on this vacation trip. And again, would ask for no hostile contact.
I see. You would otherwise qualify for pretrial release. I'll release him on a $250 bond with no hostile contact.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Good luck. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's all I have, Your Honor.
Thank you. Have a good day. Good morning, sir. Your name, please?
Donovan Seabrook.
Mr. Seabrook, you're here for initial appearance. You've been arrested for possession of a firearm by convicted felon, carrying concealed weapon, and criminal mischief of more than $1,000. I'm going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. Bond on count 1's been set at $8,000. Count 2 at $300, count 3 at $300, for a total of $8,600. A condition of release will be that you possess no weapons or firearms. Also, that you not return to the 7-Eleven on Conroy Road. All right, good luck.
Okay.
Morning, sir. Your name, please? What's your name, please?
Joseph Bear.
All right, Mr. Berry, we saw you yesterday. We reset this, gave the state 24 hours to supplement the probable cause affidavit. I believe the issue was stalking, and the allegation is that it occurred all at one time. Does the state get any supplemental?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, court's going to find there's not probable cause to justify the stalking, or at least holding him on stalking, so I'm going to ROR him at this time with no PC. Now, I recall and I see that you're out on bond on a number of cases, and I think you've got a status hearing coming up. I think on the 13th.
It's the second of February. 2nd of February, sir.
February is your court date, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, so it sounds like you're on, so you're going to be released as to this, and you just need to continue to abide by your court dates on the other cases, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Good morning, sir. Your name, please?
Jamal Brown.
Mr. Mr. Brown, you're here for initial appearance. You've been arrested for violation of probation. You're on probation for violation of a domestic violence injunction. And allegations are that you committed a new law offense, resisting an officer without violence in Seminole County. And the judge in the case set the bond at none. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you.
I got a private attorney, so I don't need one.
Oh, okay, all right, then I want to appoint the public defender. Okay, good luck. Good morning, sir, your name, please? Good morning, your name, please? What's your name?
Terry Byerly.
Mr. Barley, you're here for initial appearance. You've been arrested for a violation of probation. You were on probation for battery. There's domestic-related allegations that you violated are you failed to keep appointments in June and that you absconded from jurisdiction, whereabouts unknown, and you're in arrears in your cost of supervision. The judge on the violation of probation set the bond at none. Okay, I'll appoint the public defender. Good luck. Good morning, ma'am. Your name, please?
Ashley B.A.
Ma'am, you're here for initial appearance. You've been arrested for aggravated assault, which is a domestic-related offense, and I'm going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. And we've got a witness in the box to swear in, please.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony about to give should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Please state your name for the record and spell your last name.
Candace Clark, last name spelled C-L-A-R-K.
Thank you, Ms. Clark. You can put your, okay, thank you. All right, I see you're listed as the victim in the case, and you're also the defendant's mother, is that correct?
Yes, sir. We're from New York, and yesterday we had gotten some news about my son being taken to the hospital, so we were kind of, tensed up, and
Okay.
we had an argument.
Okay, like I said before, that we're not here to resolve the allegations, okay? I'm simply here to make a determination and set a bond and set conditions of release, okay? If your daughter's released, do you want to have contact with her, or do you want her to stay away from you?
Yes, I'd like to have contact.
Okay, are you scared of her?
No.
Okay. State, do you have any questions for Ms. Clark?
No, Your Honor.
Does defense have any questions for Ms. Clark?
No, Your Honor.
All right, State, you have a position on bond?
1,000.
Is there any way?
Hold on. And Counselor, do you have a position on bond?
I would ask for $250.
All right, I'm going to set the bond at $1,000 after reviewing the charging affidavit and face sheet. But I am going to allow and order no hostile contact. So that means you can live together, can't have any hostile contact. You get upset, you got to turn and walk the other way. Okay?
Thank you.
All right, good luck, ma'am.
Yes. With the bond. You have to do it with the bond, so it'll be $100.
Good morning, ma'am. Your name, please?
My name?
Yes.
Shanique McTavish.
All right, ma'am, you're here for initial appearance. I'm going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. You've been arrested for battery on a security officer and also assault. It's domestic related. And we've got a witness. Could we swear in the witness, please?
Raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony about to give should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Please state your name for the record and spell your last name.
Javel Doctor.
All right, Mr. Doctor, if Ms. McTavish is released, are you in fear of her?
No, I'm not.
Do you want to have contact with her, or do you want her to stay away from you?
I won't have contact.
Does defense have any questions for the witness? Or the state, do you have any questions for the witness?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, I see she qualifies for pretrial release. I'll release you on pretrial release, ma'am, with the, okay, let's see, City Street. The Park Central is, do you reside at Park Central?
No, she does.
You do?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Okay, I'll release you on pretrial release with the following conditions: that you have no contact with the security officer, Mr. Nathan Whitfield, I believe is security officer, and that you have no hostile contact with Mr. Doctor.
No contact with Mr. Doctor?
No hostile contact.
Okay.
Okay? All right, good luck.
Thank you.
One of your name, please.
Morales Emmanuel.
All right, you're here for initial appearance. You've been arrested for an aggravated battery and a battery.
Yes, sir. But
Hold on. You've got we're here for initial appearance. I'm just simply here we're gonna set a bond and conditions of release. We're gonna hear what the witness has got to say. I am gonna appoint the office of the public defender, so you've got the right to remain silent. Your attorney's gonna tell you not to say anything. Okay. Let's swear in the witness.
Raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Please state your name for the record and spell your last name.
Larry Van Iwarden, VANIWARDEN.
All right, sir. If the defendant is released on a bond, do you want to have contact with him, or do you want him to stay away from you?
Yes, I want contact.
Are you in fear of him?
No.
Does the state, do you have any questions for the witness victim?
If any future incidents of violence occur, would you feel free to call 911?
I would not feel afraid to call.
Okay. Does the defense have any questions?
Nothing further.
Okay, State, do you have a position on bond?
1,000 for count 1 and 100 for count 2.
The defense?
I'd ask for 500 and 100.
Okay. Let's see. All right, it looks like he qualifies for pretrial release. I'll release him on pretrial release with the condition he have no hostile contact with the.
thank you.
Okay. All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
One of your name, please.
Honesty Paul.
All right, Ms. Paul, you're here for initial appearance. I'm going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. Got several charges. Been arrested for pursuant to a warrant for burglary of a dwelling with an assault or battery therein, attempted arson of an occupied dwelling, aggravated assault, attempted criminal mischief, and criminal mischief. Okay, we've got a witness.
Raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Please state your name for the record and spell your last name.
David Thompson, THOMPSON.
All right, Mr. Thompson, what's your relationship to Ms. Paul?
It's my fiance.
Okay. All right, if she's released, do you want to have contact with her, or do you want her to stay away from you?
I would love contact. Do I have a chance to speak right now?
I'm asking you questions, so yeah.
Yes, I would love contact.
Okay. Are you in fear of her?
No, I'm not. I actually have some new evidence towards the case.
Okay.
I would like to speak to the state attorney's office.
Okay, well, you can speak to the state attorney, but we're going to determine a bond and conditions of release at this point before, okay. State, do you have any questions for Mr. Thompson?
No, Your Honor.
Does the defense have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, state what's your position on bond?
Count 1, 2,000, count 2, 1,000, count 3, 500, and then the rest.
All right, defense?
I would just ask that there are several cases that are set no bond. I believe a finding needs to be found of proof of presumption great. I think given the affidavit issued, a finding was just that lighter fluid was found. There's no attempts to actually ignite the actual lighter fluid or anything of the sort. So I would just ask bond be set on all counts.
All right, on the first count, the burglary of a dwelling or with assault or battery. Normally, that's an F1 PBL. You could be held on no bond on that. I'll set a bond based on Mr. Thompson's testimony that he's not in fear of you. I'll set a bond on that at $2,500. On the attempted arson, while it's a close call, I'll find probable cause on that. Well, probable cause has already been found through the warrant, but I'll set that as a subsidiary bond of $150. The aggravated assault, set that bond as subsidiary at $150. The attempted criminal mischief, I'll set that at subsidiary $150 and the criminal mischief at $100. I am going to order that you have no hostile contact with Mr. David Thompson,
Avery Thompson.
and that you have absolutely no contact with Willie Jordan, or I think there's another Thompson, T. Thompson. Was there another Thompson involved?
I'm assuming that's my sister.
Okay, so you have no contact with Mr. Thompson's sister or Willie Jordan. And I don't believe do you reside at the Colony Way address?
Yes, I do.
Okay, does she reside there?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so no hostile contact, or to possess no weapons or firearms. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes. I'll delete the do not return. Morning, sir. Your name, please?
Levon Richardson.
Mr. Richardson, you're here for initial appearance. You have been arrested pursuant to a warrant, charges of aggravated battery with a weapon and domestic violence battery. All right. State you have a position on bond.
1,000 for count 1, 250 count 2.
Does the defense have a position on bond?
I would ask for $500 on count one and $100 on count two.
Okay. Hold on. Did you say your name was Levon Richardson?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I don't know. Well, okay, it says maybe that's I don't know, it's a very bad black and white photo, I don't know. You have the access to the warrant?
Yeah,
Just a bad
photo.
Maybe an incorrect picture, I don't know.
I lost a lot of weight.
Well, it appears to be an African-American person in the picture.
Oh.
But it's a bad black and white copy. It's been photocopied many times, so, but it's otherwise got your date of birth and white male and everything else appears to be correct. Okay. All right, all right, given the facts of the case, I'm going to set bond in count one at $5,000, count two at $100. I am going to order that you have absolutely no contact with the victim, Deanna Thomas, that you possess no weapons or firearms. Good luck.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. Your name, please?
Joshi Bennett.
Ms. Bennett, you're here for initial appearance. You've been arrested for a battery. It's domestic related. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you.
Yes, sir.
All right. State you have a position on bond.
500?
Defense?
Judge, I think she might qualify for pretrial release. I'm not sure if it's pretrial services or information.
No, she has an open, pretrial diversion case for petty theft.
Yeah, she's currently out on a release of doing pretrial diversion, so it's petty theft. I'll set the bond at 500 and I'll take no action on the out on bond.
Your Honor.
Okay. Before you ask me a question, why don't you just run it by the attorney?
What's that case number?
It's 20 MM 9024 AO. Yeah, she looks like she's just about done with it. PTD.
And conditions on her battery?
Me and my husband stay together. How does that work?
Okay,
Stay in the same household.
okay, I can't hear what you're saying.
Me and my husband stay in the same household.
Yeah, well, he's not here today, so I'm gonna order that you maintain a separate residence. And you can, if he wants to go, and I read the report. He didn't want to provide a sworn statement. I see all that. But he's not here today, so I'm going to order no contact and you maintain a separate residence. He can go in front of the judge in Division 50 and you can have a hearing on that regarding contact, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck. Yes. Morning, ma'am. Your name, please?
Christina Goldman.
Ms. Balorin, you're here for, okay. Okay. You're here for initial appearance. You have been arrested for battery. It's domestic related. I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and there's a witness. Could we swear the witness in?
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Please state your name for the record and spell your last name.
Jesus Castillo, Castillo.
All right, Mr. Castillo, if the court decides to release Ms. Balorin, do you want to have contact with her, or do you want her to stay away from you?
Contact.
Okay, do you live separately from each other?
No, we live together.
I'm sorry?
We live together.
You live together?
We live together, but right now, this past weekend, I got an apartment and trying to work things out while I'm living over there.
All right, does the state have any questions for the victim?
If any future incidents of violence occur, would you feel free to call 911?
Sorry, I didn't hear an answer.
Yes.
Okay. Does the defense have any questions?
Just briefly, so you're not here, Ms. Balorin? Nothing further.
All right. State, you have a position on bond.
500.
Defense, you have a position on bond.
I would ask for PTR qualifies. If not, I would ask for a nominal bond in the amount of $100.
Okay. Well, this is the real concern is that she was just released on pretrial release for the same charges last month. And she's right back here. And that's not a comment on, because I'm not going to be one handling the case beyond today. You're shaking your head no, that you're not on pretrial release.
Oh, no, no, yes.
Okay. The conditions, as I appears to be, to this court to be somewhat of an escalation. So I'll set bond on the new case at $500. I am going to order no contact. I'm going to revoke the pretrial release. I'll set a bond in that at $1,500.
There's two charges, Your Honor.
It's the, let me see, get the battery and the,
Felony battery and the regular battery domestic violence.
so it'll be $1,000 on count one, $100 on count two, but I'm going to order no contact whatsoever, maintain separate residence, possess no weapons or firearms.
You said 1,000.
1,000 and 100. Okay. So if you want to have contact, ma'am, your attorney can file the appropriate motion in front of the judge and can have a full-blown hearing and have everybody testify. Then that judge is going to handle the case ultimately, can make a decision on whether to allow you to have contact. All right? Good luck.
Andrew, you're good, you can.
Morning, sir. Your name, please?
Jacques Hester.
All right, sir, you're here for initial appearance. You've been arrested pursuant to a warrant for a battery. It's domestic related. State you have a position, I'll appoint the public defender. State you have a position on bond.
500.
Okay, defense?
I'd be asking for 250.
I'm sorry, I missed that.
I'd be asking for 250.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. I'll set the bond at $500. I am going to order that you have absolutely no contact with Alexa Rosita Caraballo. Maintain a separate residence. Okay. No contact, possess no weapons or firearms. All right, good luck. Morning, sir. Your name, please?
Victor Lopez.
Mr. Lopez, you're here for initial appearance. You've been arrested for a battery. It's domestic related. I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you. Been arrested for battery and criminal mischief. And got a witness. Could we swear in the witness, please?
Raise your hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Please state your name for the record and spell your last name.
Carmen Gutierrez, Gutierrez.
All right, Ms. Gutierrez, if Mr. Lopez is given a bond and released in this case, do you want to have contact with him or do you want him to stay away from you?
Oh, contact, but limited contact.
Okay. What if the court ordered, there's one of two things I would typically order, either no contact at all or no hostile contact.
No hostile contact.
No hostile contact?
Yeah, we have 3 children in common.
Okay. Do you reside together?
No.
You live separately?
Yes.
Okay. So is there, other than maybe exchange of the children, would there be any reason to have contact, for him to have contact with you? Outside of dealing with the kids?
Like friendship wise or like in general and like help. I'm also his representative with his things, with all his stuff. So yes, there's other reasons.
Okay, so if the court ordered no hostile contact, that's sufficient for you?
Yes.
Okay.
If we could just put, we just can't go to each other's home.
Okay. So there would be, he's not to go to the South Cimarron Boulevard?
No, that's
Apartment
his
A?
address. I'm not to go there and he's not to come to my house.
Okay. And where's,
10031 Stratford Point Avenue. 32832.
okay, I've got that, okay. All right. All right, does the state have any questions for Ms. Gutierrez?
No, Your Honor.
Does the defense have any questions?
If given the opportunity to have an exchange of kids, you would be comfortable being able to have relationships just without any hostile actions, just to exchange kids and the other necessary business, that's correct?
Yes.
Nothing further.
All right. Looks like he qualifies for pretrial release. I'll release him on pretrial release with the following conditions that you're to have.
Thank you.
I want to make sure Mr. Lopez is listening. You're to have no hostile contact with Carmen Gutierrez. No hostile contact.
Fine with me, sir.
We understand that you live separately from each other, so you are not to go to her address, 10031 Stratford Point Avenue in Orlando, and she's not going to come to your address. But I'm not, I can't order her to do anything. I can order you to do something. So you're not to go to her address. Now, I understand you have kids, you may have to exchange kids, have contact, you can talk over the phone, it just can't be hostile, but you're not to go to her residence. Okay, so any exchange of the kids or visitation of the kids, that's gonna have to be done at someplace
Family court.
else.
Yeah, I'm going thereafter here.
You can work it out if there's an issue, but I just want to make it crystal clear, you're not to go to her residence. Any exchange of the kids is going to be at a third-party site of some type, and that's going to be coordinated between y'all, okay?
All right, that's fine.
All right,
Thank you, Your Honor.
all right, good luck. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Morning, sir, your name, please? Mr. Owen, you're here for initial appearance. You've been arrested for a battery. It's domestic related. I'm going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. State, you have a position on bond.
500.
I
Defense?
believe he's qualified for straight PPR.
All right. All right, the victim's not here, so I'm not going to order a pretrial release. I'll set the bond at $500. Order no contact with the victim, maintain a separate residence. So if she's still living at that Lawrence Street address, you're going to have to live somewhere else. You can go back there one time with law enforcement escorting you to get your personal belongings. Don't go back alone. Don't have contact with her, okay? I see you have a child together, so any contact regarding the child, only regarding the child, will have to be done through a third party.
Like my mother or some.
You'd- Through a third party, and that third party would have to contact her regarding the child. So you're not to call we see it every day, people as a ruse try to call under the guise of talking about the kid when they're not really there to talk about the kid. So,
I understand.
okay, all right, it's good. All right, good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Right, Blair, refuse.
Mr. Blair refused. Okay. All right, we'll reset him for tomorrow. Come on up, sir. Good morning. State your name, please.
Michael Bonner.
Mr. Bonner, you're here for initial appearance. You've been arrested for grand theft of motor vehicle. The bond set at $1,000. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. All right, good luck. Morning, sir. Your name, please?
James Bolden.
Mr. Bolden, you're here for initial appearance. I'm going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. You've been arrested, charges of trafficking and appears to be MDMA, phenylethylamine, I can't say it, greater than 10 grams. So it appears to be MDMA. So trafficking in MDMA greater than 10 grams, possession of a Schedule 5 controlled substance, possession of cannabis with intent to sell or deliver, trafficking or dealing in stolen property, possession of a firearm by convicted felon, resisting an officer without violence. Bond set at $50,000 on the first count, $150 on count 2, $150 on count 3, $150 on count 4, $150 on count 5, and $100 on count 6. All right, good luck, sir. Morning, sir. Your name, please?
Ron Hawk.
To Alfonso Ford.
It's not with office, Your Honor.
What's the bucket number, Your Honor?
Probably bonded. 2102-1018.
He bonded.
Yeah, bonded. All right, Mr. Hawkins, you're here for initial appearance. You were arrested pursuant to a capias for failing to appear for status on a charge of possession of cocaine back in July. The bond is set at none.
Excuse me again? How much was the bond again?
This says 0.
Okay.
Wait, I want to make sure. You're Jerome Hawkins.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Do you have that? Yeah, it says no bond.
No bond as in,
No bond as in 0, as in you can't post a bond
can't post a bond.
because you missed court. So I'll appoint the public defender. If you may have already had the public defender on that case, I don't know. So they can file a bond motion in front of the judge if you want to get another bond. Okay? Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, sir. Your name, please?
Jalen Jackson.
Mr. Jackson, you're here for initial appearance. I'm going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. You've been arrested pursuant to a warrant for burglar of a dwelling with an assault or battery therein. Okay, I'm going to stay that bond at none. Okay, with the conditions, you have no contact with Linda Munoz and no return. But so at this point, I've appointed the public defender. The public defender can file the bond motion in front of the judge. This is going to be a Division 15 case, and that judge will have a full hearing to determine whether or not he's going to give you a bond on the charge.
So when was that, when that court date be?
We don't have a court date yet. So you'll have to talk to the attorney, and the attorney will have to set a court date with the judge.
Your attorney will reach out with you. It's in a week. I'm gonna be in there. You're gonna be in there for a little bit right now.
Brooks Myers, mental health.
Thank you. We'll reset for tomorrow. Morning, sir. Your name, please?
Good morning. Eddie Rose.
Mr. Rhodes, you're here for initial appearance. I'm going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you here on a couple matters. You've been arrested pursuant to a capias for failing to appear for a case management conference, August the 26th, last month. And that was on a charge of petty theft with 2 priors, a felony. The judge in that case set bond at none. Okay, and I'll take no action on the out on bond for the other charge. Looks like you've got a court date coming up later this month. Same charge, just it's a different case. All right, good luck.
Hello.
Good morning, ma'am. Your name, please?
Alice Temple.
Ms. Temple, you're here for initial appearance. I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you. You've been arrested for possession of cocaine and possession of drug paraphernalia. Bond is set at $1,000 on count one and $100 on count two. Good luck. Good morning. Your name, please?
Olga Rose Valentine.
All right, ma'am, you're here for initial appearance. All right. I'm going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you.
I'm sorry?
You've been arrested. I'm going to appoint the Public Defender to represent you.
Yes, sir.
You've been arrested on charges of possession of methamphetamine, possession of cannabis, and possession of drug paraphernalia.
Yes, sir.
Bonds are set at $1,000 on count one, $100 each on counts two and three. You were also arrested for driving with a suspended license, and that bond is set at $500. And it looks like you're in pretrial diversion on a DUI, old DUI case. I'll take no action on that. Okay, so you got the bonds on the new case. I can tell you on the pretrial diversion, they're going to kick you out. Just expect that. So,
Yes, sir.
all right, good luck.
Thank you.
Morning, sir. Your name, please?
Danforth, sir.
To last name Jean Lano Jean, or Jean Lano. Got it going both ways here.
With that one, Your Honor, he came in on a warrant, I believe, and his bond was released on his own recognizance, but he had 6 fats placed on him.
Yeah, is he in the back or? Last name is, I think it's Lano, Lano is the last name. First name Jean, Jean. Okay. All right, we'll sort him out. Okay. Morning, sir. Your name, please, again?
Danforth, sir. James.
Okay, I don't have a Danforth. Let's get to Mr. Danforth. Here is Mr. Danforth, okay. I had Tyler Camp and Joshua Luna de Leon. Nope. Who bonded? Okay. We'll come back to them. So let's deal with Mr. Danforth. Mr. Danforth, you're here for initial appearance. You've been arrested for assault on a law enforcement officer. I am going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. You've got a $500 bond. You've also been arrested on a separate case, charged with battery, another assault on a law enforcement officer, resisting an officer without violence, and disorderly intoxication. Bonds in that case are set at $500 on count one, $100 each on 2, 3, and 4. And I'm going to order that you not return to that Muldoon Saloon while this matter is pending. All right, good luck.
Hello,
Good morning. Your name, please?
Yana Ariel Hudson Reynolds.
All right, ma'am, you're here for initial appearance. I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you. You've been arrested for criminal mischief. Bond set at $500. I'm going to order that you not return to the 3315 Fernandez Lane in Apopka.
Okay.
All right,
Do I get released?
post the bond, you get released.
So, so I'm not gonna need time served.
I don't know, did the state make an offer in this case?
Not that I'm aware of.
There's no offer for this case at this time because
Okay.
this is a victim crime.
All right. Yeah, so this case we can't get this resolved at this time, so you got the $500 bond and an order not to return to the scene. Morning, sir, your name, please?
Hughes Regis.
Mr. Regis here for initial appearance. You've been arrested for resisting an officer without violence. Your bond is set at $500. I'm going to raise that to $1,000. I'll take no action on the out on bond. And I'll appoint the public defender.
So you say you raised it to 1,000?
I raise it to 1,000, but I'm not going to pull the bond that you're out on for the gun charge.
Okay.
All right?
Thank you so much.
All right, good luck. Good morning, ma'am. Your name, please?
Danielle Thomas?
Ms. Thomas, you're here for
No.
initial appearance. I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you. You've been arrested for resisting an officer without violence and possession of drug paraphernalia. Okay, you're out on, that's a new, you're in pretrial diversion.
No, my case is over with on those.
Okay.
But this doesn't affect it, right?
Okay, it looks like that case was just referred to pretrial diversion. And that was in July 21st. It's not over.
Yeah, that's.
So what I'm going to do is, I'll take no action on the pretrial diversion case, and I'm going to raise the bond on the resisting to $1,000.
Can I get,
Hold on. And the possession of paraphernalia subsidiary, I'll reduce that to $100. And I've appointed the public defender to represent you.
Right.
So, and I'll take no action on the out on bond, the PTD case.
No, I think she'd like to resolve her cases today. There's an offer from the state for adjudication of guilt and credit for time served.
Okay.
The new cases.
please?
Is that correct? Is that what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, then in 2021 MM 6308, resisting an officer without violence, first degree misdemeanor, how do you plead to that?
No contest, sir.
And to the possession of drug paraphernalia, first degree misdemeanor, how do you plead?
No contest.
I'll accept no contest pleas in both. I'll adjudicate you guilty. Give you credit for 2 days in the county jail with credit for 2 days time served. I'll reduce the cost to a judgment. I'll take no action on the out on bond.
Thank you.
I expect they're going to kick you out of the pretrial diversion, but that's
But will I get out
something for another
today?
day. You probably contact the attorney in that case.
Thank you so.
All right.
Thank you guys so much.
Good luck. Morning, sir. Your name, please?
Ron Davis, sir.
All right, Mr. Davis, you're here for initial appearance. You've been arrested pursuant to a Sarasota County warrant for a violation of probation. The bond is set at $5,000. Looks like it was on a drug with suspended license. So if you're able to, you can post that bond here in Orange County and get released. Otherwise, they'll notify Sarasota County that you're here, and they'll come get you within 72 hours, not including, today's a holiday, not including today. So the earliest would be a couple days from now. So if you're unable to post the bond. Otherwise, they'll come get you.
I'll see him like, what, 5 to 6 days, sir?
It's supposed to be 72 hours, that's 3 days, but, you know,
Who knows?
that's the rule. That's, but, you know. I'll unappoint the PD. Morning, sir. Your name, please?
James Pate.
Mr. Pate, you're here for initial appearance. You've been arrested pursuant to a Volusia County warrant. Looks like the judge revoked a bond on a drug-related case and a carry and concealed firearm. The bond is set at none, so they're going to notify Volusia County that you're here, and they'll come get you, supposed to come get you within 72 hours.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Good luck.
All righty.
Wait, that was Joseph Berry. We saw him already. Dudley is mental health? Okay. We've already reset Mr. Dudley.
Defense is happy to waive his.
What's that?
Defense is happy to waive his initial appearance.
Okay. We can waive the initial appearance. He was out on an ROR on several cases. And he's got court dates coming up, but I can't tell if, can't tell if it's all mental health related or not. Let me look. I'm inclined to just reset him one more time.
Ms. Beth Correa refused.
She refused. All right, we'll reset her one more time. And she refused. All right, she's got a bond. So I'm going to appoint the public defender and waive her appearance. We'll find a waiver. She's refused. So she still has her $2,500 bond. And we're not going to reset her. Charles St. Armand? Okay, let's reset him one more time.
Brooke Sutton is medical.
Medical, let's reset her one more time. Morning, sir. Your name, please?
It's right there.
Mr. Deere, you're here for initial appearance. You've been arrested for a violation of probation. And you were on probation. It looks like a pawnbroker case. Allegations that you violated are by committing the new offense of driving with a suspended license with knowledge. Okay, and the judge, we have more. There's page 2. And restitution. The judge on the violation of probation set the bond at none. So I'll appoint the Office of the Public Defender on the violation of probation. You're currently out on bond on that new driving with suspended license. He's actually ROR'd, so he's not getting credit. I don't know if you want me to revoke the ROR.
That's for a $100 bond.
$100 bond, okay. So I'm going to revoke the ROR and set a bond at $100, so you get credit on that case. But otherwise, you're sitting on no bond on the violation of probation. But I've appointed the public defender, so if you're looking to try to get a bond back, you can have the attorney file a motion.
Your Honor, are you gonna IA on the other warrant, which is like the same case, but it's FTA?
This. How's her, for a status hearing? Okay, yeah, they also issued, looks like you had a status hearing on the same violation of probation case. So they didn't come in at the same time. One, the new driving with license suspended came in once, but also you missed court. So they revoked the bond and set the bond at none on the capia, so we'll go ahead and do, so you're going to be held on no bond on the violation of probation. Okay. All right, good luck. I've appointed the public defender. Together. Morning, sir. Your name, please?
Travius Brown.
Mr. Brown, you're here for initial appearance. You've been arrested for a city ordinance violation of open container. You've got a $250 bond. I'll appoint the public defender. Was there an offer in the case?
It's an adjudication and credit time, sir.
Mr. Brown, if you want to get it resolved and not post a bond, you could enter a plea of guilty or no contest to the open container. I'd adjudicate you guilty of the city ordinance violation. It'd be credit for the 2 days you served in jail. I'd reduce the cost to a judgment.
I'll be able to leave today.
They'll release you, unless there's something else holding you. I don't see anything, but then, yeah, you be released this afternoon.
Want to make sure.
Thank you. I appreciate you, man, but I can't do it. Yeah, I got the bond money.
Like I said, that's what I mean. That's why I just want to let you know.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you.
It's no comment.
No comment.
Okay. So how do you want to proceed? Do you want to get the case resolved?
Yeah, I'm getting it resolved.
Okay. To the city ordinance violation, open container of alcohol, how do you plead?
No contest.
I'll accept it. I'll adjudicate you guilty, give you credit for 2 days. I'll reduce the cost to a civil judgment. You'll be released today. Okay, good luck. Yeah, let's address this, the 3 cases, on Lano or Yano. Does he need to be reset or was he released?
On his warrant, he was